Abusiafo, good afternoon. And day yasa aba maswe so. This is the Political Hub Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio, and I'm Ras Ella Baby, your one and only host. You all know that on this show we give you undiluted truth, unfiltered. We give you the news as it is when it comes to political issues within the country and outside the country. But you're concentrating more on matters arising and matters that are going on within the space of the country Ghana. Mienu eye deshio. Mami fa enchiaka si ema management say de bia almost so yasen na yetumi ebetena ha. Enchiaka se enso koma mi producer de bia meka say 1,000 show. Ko eba making sure say mitumi dey graphics ni bibia about the show ebrem ebetuja. Yetwa ye husima ye ba enra me ka kire mu on Monday say political hub team no yanka say yebeko on grounds on the Occupy Bank of Ghana protest demanding the removal of the governor of Bank of Ghana and his two executives for their poor management and illegally printing money for the Nana Addo-led administration without the approval of Parliament. Your grounds, the exclusive footage ebebrem. You try and who's my bar. Don't go anywhere. You was have footage no. You was
occasion demands the company of good music that fits the purpose. At GTR Sounds, we understand your need to create just the right atmosphere for your wedding or engagement, party, funeral, crusade, political campaign or rally, or just any other event, as well as executive and corporate functions. With our modern and high-quality spinning machines, mixers, microphones, and power amplifiers, binary speakers, and subs, we offer the highest of sound quality and music play at events and functions. At GTR Sounds, we have a team of seasoned and highly experienced sound engineers who understand just the right choice of music for your events. Locate our studios at Aponchi Hotel in Anya or call our numbers 054-8522-897 or 027-3363-973. You can also reach via our email sounds@GhanaTalksRadio.com. At GTR Sounds, we take care of your event.
when Coup came into office in 2001, and the MPP thought that they needed some support to be able to run the economy, they went looking for loans. And one of the loans that they were supposed to have gotten was, I think it was 1 billion. No, sorry, I beg you. It was $1 billion. Yes, $1 billion. I think so, $1 billion. They were looking for a loan of $1 billion in those days. Today, we can afford to throw away $250 million in the name of constructing a Bank of Ghana head office. When the whole nation, at some point in time, we needed $1 billion and we couldn't even get it. Because the Coup government could not get that $1 billion. And so we are here to protest against the reckless and the careless management of our economy, which has been occasioned by
Amamu opone say the Ghana economy ya riya ya nkwada na omu ba no e no mu ba chire won e bi say akufu ada ban e ba ye o ma na japade nyina wo de sia wo wa enti da si enchiri ba no wo ba nyini a die no ma be die ye de yin no en san ya ko na wo mu ba do e wo de extra wo de akosi awo wa gas fan wo de akosi awo wa chese Oba japade bia ye go that one dey what me nyasi awo je say Ghana eti we ye ni we eno asa Ghana o keke amabo ni nye enti mi do say ke ba wi a e ko san ko man pani akufu ado wo no aturu ho ade so no ka sa ade ne man ntimi anye enti obi mra no ma me
I sure so no bet me
we na senye ya we na senye ya No so jato. If you say we are say be ma be ye bi. Ma be ni nyina.
Ebusuafo na ewo se yetimu mamo hwe bibia ye na ye promise mo se yankasa ye beko ho ampa ye ko ho ye twitwa inkofo bi na aja ye ne Ghana momru no so bi kasa ne penifo bi so kasa na you could hear from their like most of the people who spoke with us from their submission. We are not just asking for too much. We are just calling for the step down of the governor, because ultimately Ghana amomo so ultimately a big office like this. Now you just mismanage funds to the point say ojwenwa ontiase. Now you see, it's good. We need to break things down for you. We need to break things down for you. supervision expense na say bank no inside no adwuma na ekoso no mo korro na inspect say people are working, people are doing Sika Bank of Ghana spending 2022
GhanaTalksRadio, wo UK abrochimemu era from Ghana mu ha the sound system which is spinning machine papa every amano ne aba begu o Ghana mu ha enti se we ye aye we ye engagement we ye wedding we ye birthday party political parties are mo ye rally some we ye sorry mo ye crusade so we bo carnival or any kind of event now we pe spinning machine papa a bo sound no mu de dia ene me kanfo GTR sounds e de emawo ye wa live band nso a woto nsa e de frenya ye betimi ababeboa ama wudwumedi a wudi ene nso atimi aye kama pa ye wo enkan poponi mantamo anya aponchi hotel ho pepepe e na ye butuo odi ane se wo be frɛ empanifo e wo 0546960510 GTR sounds emu de angaza.
Okay, welcome back from the short break. Before the break, me want here and semi course on grounds during the Occupy BoG Ghana protest. Enra, me am favorite person. Me am guest. Me am Bibia Nana Bakke Day agent so. Nana, good afternoon, Apumwe.
Ras, good afternoon. Boko na monso.
Nyame adumo boko. Yani na abre me de mani abre because enra de na me ka say me cock grounds enra na me wo ho ye team no ko ye na ye team ne nkofo 1-2 be ye interview ne ade you can see that most of the messages from the people chale nana youth na bre
my bre
kom e wo krom enti protest e course who is saying meaning say when old videos now they are den kofo kasafa ho were you able to go on the ground if you weren't how do you see from videos now they are did the protest meet your expectation?
Well that's natural anyway for now I can say unfortunately my team uncle na I'm said never about community see me quite so I couldn't make it.
Okay.
But then, on the grounds, on me, when my course, so the various footages near there. First of all, I would say, a program no more, protest, the expectations were met.
Okay.
And because clearly, say, I shared the entire demonstration now, it was only to establish a point and to register, for exasperations and for resentment, if you like, their revulsions against Abayano and Nyama Ekosoa Enye.
Yeah.
And from all indications, what happened yesterday, clearly justifies that indeed, Omoye demonstration, and Nipa Mobile, it was massive. So me share the course ultimately who says Nkufo Kasa. Na Kasa the Nkufo Kasa no, they are not just talking like that. Yes, they are actually revealing some kind of Nyama or from infusion we mono.
Yeah.
And Nyama or from Ewo Amamu we MPP Amamu mono. And no na omo dana dino.
Yeah.
One would say Nipa Bibri Antini Anko like almost don't come dumping
yeah,
because we say no Accra.
Yes.
But if they had made, reservations, they say every region they are no they provide buses make any idea but can
yeah.
Because Nipa Bidri, many people have been disappointed. Then now can say you've been disappointed because you never expected say another mamu
big time nana big time.
Yes. Nipa Bidri are disappointed. Because it's summer nanado anybody prior to 2016 general elections now Osha the Ekoso in Finson we monotony who say it is a total defeat. Yes, it is a total defeat to and some of Mokai, the mouth watering promises and some of Mokai Ghana for any mujidi any of which you say the nana donable me can just at least on bit me savage not knowing say it was only campaign promises just to assuage the people, just to let people fall for them for their antics. And eventually they were elected into office, and what we are seeing is a clear indication that things are overly jaded. Enyama enkoso enyama agenserepe bibia enkoso kra. So yesterday demonstration or protest actually nipa ya wa ewo nipa mu ne nkofo bra ebe wo man we mu ukoto ade na ochina bekona bo no ya triple no ya double no. You see, this wasn't what we bargained for in 2016 and 2020. Okay, recently you share nyama de ekosu ya akwese every 3 months dia almost utilities mu, you understand. Last 3 months or so almost mu na anu ya be 3 weeks or a month ago almost signed to utilities mu. Because of this IMF conditionalities near the adeno. Nipa ebre e wo man mu. You see, there be a can say economy nankasa no, you can't manage an economy with textbooks. Managing an economy is a serious business, and cannot be reduced to comic reliefs and apparently inciting the public against expectations that cannot be met. But in enforcers say what do not done being well. So what I say, Kasado those who and top onko. We need action. The theories now, but we may really chair. This is the time we need the practical aspect of the theories. We don't need books. You hear the practical aspects of in some some be savage or minor. If you hear look at the way Ghanaians lambasted the erstwhile Mohammed's administration. Look at the way Ghanaians insulted this man. Look at the way Ghanaians use all sorts of unprintable words on this man. You understand? Because of, say, Nema Nkosui, Yentu Abama MPP Abana, to Abama MPP Abana. Look at what is happening in the country. It's sad, my dear. It's sad, my dear. But I would say, another demonstration, demonstrators, the OBBA, and the organizers, so kudos, Omaya, dear Papa.
Because na peaceful, so prepare kosune very, very, very good. Obia who antochama. Na baby me who send penny for no so no, I don't know, said the margin yem but baby I know also mo deliver petition na Bank of Ghana Governor and then the two assistants now man almost send or more head of security no. That I feel that was a big disrespect. Yebusaya or say on the IMF meeting now on the IMF meeting. I don't know what deputies too in there. Why do you have deputies? What she said dentina or mama. And is it right? And is it also right on the part of the leaders? Our petition no quite so or for petition no. Ma any other person apart from him.
Well, the kind of not say Dr. Ernest Addison went to me and show up. It wasn't right. The kind of na the to petition na minority any other social groups in the core our man farmer head security I think it was also right because petition is for Dr. Ernest Addison on the various things why ama and Ghana on its knees.
Yeah.
And external market. Ye ko agama so kra na ye release bond kra na obi am pese obeba. Any aba be di juma.
Yeah.
Look at our external debt. From Kwame Nkrumah Preso up until John Mahama Preso. Kadi Ghana over 122 billion. From 2017, 7th January, and another swap of Namu is Ghana Mampani Betum and Aminoka say. We are counting over 575 billion Ghana cedis. So you can realize, petition now, Bank of Ghana Governor. Bank of Ghana Governor also ultimately receive petition, but any head security. Because any security issues no more call. Niema bone, niema ba ku menu bi a enya akoso Bank of Ghana into a petition call ye. Any head of security into a call ye. Into a man farmer head of security no. They were right.
Okay.
It's very simple. Now you're right, say Occupy. And so say Omubihu Bank of Ghana Governor, Dr. Ernest Addison.
Okay.
Ras, we are living in a country where people, mandated to work in the interest of the people, are, doubling their incompetence and showcasing a sheer disrespect to the people who give them the mandate.
The mandate, yeah.
So, say Wasuma, chief security to receive the petition from the minority and the Arise Ghana near the Adi. Saying, he was said to be in a crunch meeting with the IMF. For me, I think it was untrue. Me who say no correct. Me who say no correct.
Because that one day, it's clear.
No person
will show up. And no, Emma, I don't hear more before no.
Yeah. No person will show up. Yeah, person will show up. So by and large, the protesters, their message, was well sent, and the signals are that Ghanaians are overly resolved, to putting government's feet into accountability. Kudos to the organizers. Kudos to the protesters. Indeed, as Ghanaians, we are motivated by the move of the minority and the Arise Ghana. Coupe for Koe, Asepa for they carry you for in our Koe. But like I said, the Bank of Ghana Governor sending his chief security to take the petition on his behalf, was a clear case of, incivility and lack of respect. But assuming without admitting that he was in a meeting with the IMF. Oh, Governor, two deputies. Why didn't you send any of your deputies to receive the petition?
Exactly. Any of the two could have come.
Yes. But send a chief security to take the petition. It's uncalled for. Governor Addison should go. That is the message. He is a good man by all standards, but he is not fit for the job. Looking at what has transpired over the 7-year period, he is not fit for the job. You are being paid with our taxes. We pay you every month. You are paid over 80,000 Ghana cedis every month. Every month your check almost by 800 million. Yes. You understand? Into say Ghana for say nyama de ekoso no enye into si from no before for emra na yensan and rekindle the kind of trust any power ewo Central Bank of Ghana any mujuma die mu a was it changing the time Ghana ban so nya na adwen say get memufo eka ni minority eka no obetie and he must acknowledge our sacrifice as Ghanaians. Your tax on you can't tell us 60.8 billion genuinely should be brushed under the carpet. No way. The level of corruption, my dear, is too much.
Too much.
Mama Breso ye kai. This time, no matter the idea agency that unprecedented. The level of corruption is too much. The extravagancies is too much. Prof legacies is too much.
Too much.
You have financial irregularities, malfeasance, any other in various sectors within the economy. It's too much. We can't continue like this. This wasn't what we bargained for as Ghanaians. Dr. Ernest Addison, he must do the honorable thing. He must go. It's very simple.
All right. Dr. Anderson must go. Now, when you look at expenses, omo two say omo expenses, operational expenses, omo incur in the year 2022 alone. Monday no bobo biso. Omo the figures number out na now o share figures ni bia na we ma show. Now we mi busa, and he couldn't just even 10% of this amount go into this same school feeding, because nana we share videos and nuane ankula yi di wo school a ahomete.
Yeah.
What do you say to that with this our school feeding system?
I don't American say yeah, if you card the Alpha Aban in Sato, Bank of Ghana, Finance Ministry, any other day. Nisika kese de omo boss seska we nyina no ye hu akira kwan a now hwe aduane ankula edi with the various basic schools ni second cycle institutions ela are ho Fisika the Bank of Ghana but na muntimi account for the am writing it off occasion over 55 billion. Those that you've written off over 48 billion near the other. Yeah. Schools so that should tell you, you see, it all boils down to priority. Government we ankasano on your nadrin say or better certain priorities right. Yes. If it must be done well.
Yeah.
When you check the resource potential of this country, vis-a-vis the utilization of the resource and where we channel our resource to know, it must be checked. People in the basic schools, second cycle institutions, they are mostly underfed.
Yeah.
I don't know, would you think we are not and so on?
And yet, 70% per child, dear. A Ghana Ben opposite secretaries and no more.
They're Ghana number one. Ras, Opa, see, I'm winning team. What the one per time now. Going forward, no more farm or cameras, and course schools swim.
Okay.
Now, more share the ACC schools.
Okay. That's
you'll be shocked to your marrow. Yes. You'll be shocked to your marrow to see the kind of food these children are eating over there. All in the name of free feeding near the other. I've been indicating times of that number that as a country, we have not been able to set our priorities right since time immemorial. Meaning danger. Ella, if indeed we know our priorities and we can set them right, why would the government commit over 400 million in the National Cathedral while school children are underfed? Why would the government, for which an anado, Danko Kufuado, Edano, a leader, pay over $15,000 an hour for a private jet for days, for weeks, just to travel? While we have presidential jets in this country, and school children will wallow in hunger. Plus, caterers in some of these schools have to embark on protest for weeks and for months for non-payment of salaries. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And almost schools this is almost why they almost shut them for 2 weeks and 3 weeks if you do a month more pay. Because on no my time. You understand? So I've always established that government should open up to allow people who can help to help. You should open up. You understand? Because for instance, this free SHS we near the other it is really having many challenges.
A lot.
Yes, the policy is inflicted with a myriad of challenges. On many fora, I have been arguing, say, free SHS policy, it's nice, it's desirable. But what we have currently, the current package is simply needless.
Yes.
In your rigorous review. Yes. In your rigorous review. Because government has decided to take all the burden. And right now, government is not able to carry all the load.
All the load, yeah.
Look at the food the students are eating over there. You understand? And we must also establish, say, and this idea government is broke. Government is not broke. The government is not broke. Because if indeed government is broker, can never the cost no can you sika wo man no mu. So that another can say it is sika so come there no. Sika wo man no mu. Government is not broke. It's not that government is broke. Because when you check the budget to the office of the presidency over the years, in 2017, 2018, and budget allocated here to the presidency over 1.5 billion to the presidency. And then presidency on the day you want 2017, 2018, over 1.5 billion. So you could imagine, 2018, almost spend the 2019, 2020, up until now. The way Ghana fosi lamba stay Mahama 4 years Mahama 4 years 2012 to 2016. Budgetary allocation medical presidency 1.3 billion. 4 years 1.3 billion.
Now obi atima use 1 year.
Me say the budget is there. The budget is there for everybody to see. Mahama 4 years but Ghanaians we lambasted this man. For 4 years what the 1 year pay allocated such an amount to a presidency. So Ras, the country is not broke, but this government is somehow insensitive. Yes. School feeding program. Sans and same way. Over Kaya. School feeding program, President Coup started Saturday. Yeah. President Coup Breso. Now President Coup Breso required to say the program was an intervention and an agreement between the Dutch government. Okay. That is Holland Abang. Yeah, the Dutch government and the government of Ghana. During President Kufuor's time, and President Kufuor rolling out policy. And so he wrote out the policy, and it was indeed helping many people.
And at that time, so no Joanna no so you, Mikaipa, no Joanna
yeah. It's not an agreement between Dutch Abano and the government of Ghana. So moving forward, the Dutch government backed out, leaving Ghana government to fund it alone. Okay. That is the whole thing. But one thing is, if the policy is above you as government, allow people to help you. Yeah. Allow people to help you. That would be very nice. And so man go for anything. And wow. Go for wow bit my any. Share cases ya. Omo no nyani. Bebre, when you saw mo do musica and ekoto nyana.
Yeah. Omo anya ne sankola ni ndidi.
Yes. But it shouldn't be like that. You don't have to allow the caterers to use their money to feed the children. Now what can't you almost say, Ubechi or Moka? Yes, if you want to give Sana or what they told me, so that they are a common dem crown. Now, by also with your mouth watering promises, no, what can't you almost say, oh, you pay them, Ubechi or more? And the arrears over the years have been accumulating. Yeah. And Russ, you as a government, you know that the caterers are not farmers by themselves. They are not farmers by themselves. They go and take the foodstuffs on credit. And the suppliers are constantly on their neck.
On their neck, yeah. Demanding for their payment.
Exactly. The government is not able to pay arrears, but the government is able to commit over 400 million into the National Cathedral. What to be that? Ella, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Nah, say it is na Coup pesa pay or Burkina.
Yeah, over the week.
No, about so another then I also. Yeah, dive into a no crazy.
Yeah, I would say Burkina say Coup no. Just in 2022, just last year, between 2021 and 2022, 9 months period, 2 coups in the sea. 9 months.
Okay.
Coup d'etat in the sea.
Okay.
Yeah. If I say Madiba, or no sojourning, and OE president no free. Na Madiba we no ena nanu ya if I say Ibrahim Traore. Yeah, na I say or Jeffrey Madiba and some na also ask here first because and some of Moka ya Omudi president in the free Emma Henry Madiba eba no not Henry Madiba and others obey Sanyamano. And the man between 9 month period and Coup see hono. Until Madiba and Adrian say Niema Omunina the kind of conclusion they all arrived at no. Madiba was actually traveling outside the scope of those lines. For that reason, Ibrahim Traore has to come and salvage the situation. So Ibrahim Traore came to the scene and Ojifri Madiba and Sem.
Okay.
But what we are hearing now is say, Emma Ibrahim Traore by why never be brave? Because I remember say over 10 district hospitals are now Omusisi Ewo Burkina Faso. Over a 5-year period and President Nantimianye. But Ibrahim Traore ba na yano almost were completed all those district hospitals.
Okay.
So it is as if say he's actually on the job. Like he understands, the underlying principles of the job. For that reason,
okay.
Up until a certain time, I constitutional order.
Okay.
But now almost say no, almost say Coup Ibrahim Traore. Which I find very unfortunate because Ibrahim Traore ba nipa be any aje. To say the asimi goita maligi asimi goita ba oye juma be. So I say the Mamadi Dumboya, Guinea, Mamadi Dumboya, exceptionally, he's doing fantastic over there. Yeah. In Tiosha, these military juntas, in all these countries, they bring Mamadi Dumboya, Afakondi free hall near the Nanu ya Niger, President Mohamed Bazoum, Chiani. Abdurrahman Chiani so no freeway. They are all doing massive.
Very well.
They are all exception. They are all doing very well. And Burkina Faso now they are not say Ibrahim Traore free home because of conflict in the Manema B. And Kofobimo Ewo Henry Madiba no side. Nipa de can you cool no. Many people are on his front, and majority of the soldiers are also on Ibrahim Traore's front. So I could say there are two factions. The factions of Henry Madiba and the faction of Ibrahim Traore.
Okay.
Into but I'm say the attempts were foiled and
okay.
I hope say they will maintain Ibrahim Traore because Ibrahim Traore has been doing very well.
Okay.
Major road Burkina Faso. He's virtually completing everything.
Oh, then that's
he's completing all the arterial roads. Yes, he's completing them. Into the more factions be more be need some kind of sentiment, sentimentalism.
Yeah.
You see that thing? Sentimentalism be ni sa ne manyema bi oversteer more affairs Mubi Ibrahim Traore. That guy marvelously he has been doing so great over there.
Okay.
Yeah, so the attempts were failed and I hope say because the guy is good and he's doing well over there.
All right, thank you so much. Nana, my final words on this protest and school feeding now. Any final one year Okasa about Coup my final words now and I am poncho no.
Ella, the American say or my team no Ghana for any wo to me or mine no. Na to me a Ghana for no. Yen na yentimi enkodi president. Into ye to me ni na manipa ba ko say wo di so. So by inference no what it means ne say ye you to me now, until I say, yeah, I am clear with say, Juma Mai. You understand? Say, Obi employ say, Juma Mana, the Nippon pen obey and they are open.
Okay.
But what we've seen over the years now, I say the intransigent position of this government is unprecedented. Adia no nye timemfo kan won person beti. But you see the sovereignty of this country no resides in the people. The supreme power, the authority resides in us, the people. Do you understand it?
Yeah.
And so clearly, Nipano, Chimemufo no complaining about Nima Bakuminu Nimiansa. You need to set up and do what is right. Coup a hold it is a man for Kumin and it's a BBL. Coup a it is with Niger, Burkina, Guinea, Gabonia, they are doing wedding in an any BBL. And Nema the Ecoso Hano, Ebian Ecoso. But the difference is say, Yankasan, the Anglophone countries, no, any Francophone countries, no, ye different kakra. Francophone countries, no, countries are more French, no, Omono, mostly, no, a year now, dreams to be almost masse. But Omono, you can't take them for a ride. You can't take them for a ride. Omono to us here. But no, countries are no. I could say, I don't know yet home. Oh, let's bear it out. Oh, let's bear it out. Eh, they are crying now 4 years, so let's bear it out. Now they home. You understand? But over my way, Ghanaians are living under unacceptably excruciating conditions. Look at what is going on in this country. You understand?
Yeah.
Every 3 months, there is a 2 utilities. It's very bad. So the government of the day must sit up. Ghanaians are yelling and sobbing profusely. It's not easy to live in this country. It is as if we are refugees in our own country. We cannot continue like this. We cannot continue like this. Very sad, my dear. But I think going forward, things will change.
We are hoping for
yes,
the
things
best.
will change. Yes, because we don't have to say we are not ascribing to it. Yes, emphatically, I must state without any shred of doubt, say we are not ascribing to coup d'etat in this country.
No, that one.
But nema de ekoso ewo amanfo amanso no, ebia na ekoso wa ha. Ebia na ekoso wa ha. So our leaders should be careful. They must set up and do what is right for we the people, because sovereignty resides in us, the people.
Okay. Thank you so much. Nana, you better was saying next unya bre eba show no so nyame adoma Monday. Yeah, that was bebre.
Sure, thanks for having me.
All right. Ebusianfo, so that was young Miankasa Minipa what you say. Me able guest adebia oba show no so na o pensing semu eye my yanko Facebook kakra na yanko kan comment. Kito Amo or say you have forgotten you are under Nana Akufo-Addo led Baumia administration. Surprising is understatement, my dear host. And yet some Ghanaians still hailing NPP government. I say more, Ghana is definitely bleeding. James is saying, and I was say, oh, Nana Ejoni, or say not only fit for the job, he's a thief alongside Akufo-Addo and Ken Ofori-Atta. And Akito Sabai was a mark. I think this is not really about the priority. It rather must be responsibility when it comes to school children and their feeding. Honestly, Akufo-Addo is the definition of senseless president ever in Ghana history. NPP never again. Kwabna Forsen, Miamini Power say, show video of school feeding Kolana Ejianen. Or say, what is this? Is this rice and oil water? The problem in these organizations responsible for making sure that the caterers are paid are not interested in their jobs anymore. I'm looking for Burkina and Mali passport crowd. They are all better than this short-man regime. And Osaba said, did you see what Libya did yesterday to their minister's house when they demanded an answer for the flood? They burnt his house down. South Francophone countries need judgment or justice. Remember, justice is here. And I said, this is why Ken is using the anger of the people for his election to run. Sure. Nakitosa about say I like my conclusion so much. Big up to yourselves, to all our Facebookers, for always joining and always, and engaging in, the discussion. It has been another wonderful segment with you. The name is Russ Ella Baby. Big shout outs and thank you to management. Michame Papa, Bishop Kabne Esiama of Ajaguraja Movement. Papa, me salute you. So I'm sorry, but big up to my producer for always holding me down. Next week, Monday, we'll be back. And of course, this is the Political Hub Show. Stick and stay with us on Ghana Talks Radio. See you next week. Peace out.